25th. In this video and in this stream, we are going to be going over the Friday MLB slate from start to finish, Game 1 through Game 15, including a 1-to-1,000 challenge, every home run prop that we find that we think has value, every money line that we find that we think has value, player props, pitcher strikeouts, you name it, a fully encompassing breakdown of the MLB slate. If you're new here, make sure you drop a subscription, a like, and a comment, and let's go ahead and let's dive right on in to the video. All right, let's start off, as we usually do, with the 1-to-1,000 challenge, right? So here it is. I'm going to do a little example here for y'all, okay? So a lot of people always ask me in the comments and DMs all over the place, when I do this 1-to-1,000 challenge, it's like, well, why didn't you take Schwarber? Why wasn't Judge on it? Why didn't you take Ohtani? Whenever those guys hit home runs, right? Well, this is the 1-to-1,000 slip, and this is what it would look like if you wanted me to take the big names. Now do y'all see? First of all, we're going to get throughout the entire video when we talk about these guys. I'll show you how negative expected value a lot of these guys are today. But just to get the 1-to-1,000 odds using the big names, we would need 6 legs. You know how hard it is to hit a 6-leg home run play? You know how hard it is to hit a 6-leg home run play, guys? Come on. So that is why the 1-to-1,000 challenge is usually something like this, where it's guys that you probably never take, like Mike Tauchman or Yainer Diaz, right? So that is the reason that we do it this way, because it's only 4 legs, and that maximizes our chance. How about the Blue Jays on absolute fire? Yeah, I said yesterday I liked them. We hit a little beauty in the Discord yesterday. Where is that? So, before I get into Game 1 here, this is what I posted in rudebets.com in the Discord yesterday. All 3 plays we talked about on stream, but Blue Jays, Athletics, and Cardinals. Nice little plus 600. Pretty much was the only play we took yesterday outside of the 1-to-1,000 challenge. So made for a nice day, a nice little plus 600. I put a unit on it. The plus 6 units almost on that one. So very nice. Very, very nice. Make sure y'all join. It's at the bottom of the screen. Rudebets.com, 25% off your first month, code RUDE. You'll get access to the Discord as well as the site. So very good opportunity for y'all to join and hang out and be a part of the community. So anyways, let's get into actually here Game 1, Marlins Brewers. This is my squad. Tried joining Discord. It didn't work for me. Might not know how to use Discord. Did you subscribe? Like you paid, or you tried to do the free section? Solid day for a small slate. It really was. If you took the money lines I talked about. I don't know. I didn't really take player props. I didn't really monitor any of the player props. Don't know how they did. But money line wise, it was pretty good. It was very good. I guess. Do you guys like the double screen or do you like the single screen? Y'all in the chat, do you like when I have the 2 screens up or I have the odds screener up next to it, or do you just like the single screen? Let me know. Anyway, for this one, Brewers are minus 215. There's no value on either side of this money line. Single for sure. Right. The people have spoken. Yeah, there's no value on the money line for this one, really, at minus 215 for the Brewers. There's just not. Brewers should win this game, obviously. 67% chance. Cal Quantrill versus Freddie Peralta. Let's see here. Pitch mix-wise against Freddie, I don't expect to see much here. I really don't. I don't know why you would. Freddie's been really good. So, Xavier Edwards, 2.2. Sanchez, 1.45. Ramirez, a 2.93. Stowers with a 4.94, but he does have a 21% chance for a home run today. Stowers' odds are plus 400. So Stowers is a good play for a home run today based on the value. Specifically based on the value, it's a good play. Otto Lopez, too low. So really the only play for the Marlins today would be a Stowers home run leg. But I don't know. I've talked about this a lot. I really don't like taking parlays, especially like a home run parlay where one of the games is it's probably going to be done before the other ones even start. Because if Stowers misses, then the rest of your slip's done. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. If you want to take it, you can. It is positive EV by 1%. So, on the other side against Cal Quantrill, I like Trio today. I think he looks really good with a 7.93. His batting average versus righties is a little low, but it's coming up. He's on a 17-game hitting streak. He's 2 for 3 versus Quantrill. He's pretty hot right now. Trio is red hot right now. So, with this pitch mix, I think you ride that streak. That pitch mix is too good to pass up, in my opinion. Yelich would be the number 1 guy here for a home run on the Brewers. He's sitting at plus 560. That's good value. Yelly for a homer is pretty good value at plus 560. Is today the day we hit on the challenge? I hope so, man. That'd be nice. If we hit today, since the way the odds work out, it's like plus. I think it's one to win. It's $1 to win 1,106. So we would be up like $1,050 on the whole challenge if we hit today. That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, Yelich does look pretty solid for a home run, I guess, at plus 560. It's not bad value. Freddie for 6 strikeouts ish. His line is 6.5. That's too high. Honestly, you probably are better off undering Freddie on strikeouts today. Almost got fried on Moniak. What do you mean? I like Moniak today. Game 2, Diamondbacks Pirates. I mean, this game is funny. A lot of these games today, y'all are gonna see the odds. They're I don't know. I don't know what the books are on today. But Diamondbacks minus 162. They're sitting at minus 116 right now. I mean, the only way that the Diamondbacks are minus 116 is if they bench people that are like trade deadline or whatever. I see. I don't know why they're minus 116. I feel like you gotta take the D-backs at minus 116. Like, yeah, they just lost Naylor, but like Suarez, Marte, Corbin Carroll, if those guys are playing, they're not losing this game. Look at these home run probabilities. Corbin Carroll, 25%, 28% for Marte, 23% for Suarez. Only problem is like all of them besides Ketel Marte are negative expected value. You can boost Suarez or Carroll into positive EV, but his line's like 280. His line's like 280. I don't know what they're doing with that. Lines are terrible, but those are the 3 guys. They all look good for a home run. I like all 3. On the other side, there's no one to talk about on the Pirates, let's be honest. Also, their pitch mixes are terrible. So, yeah, I mean, Diamondbacks at minus 116, you have to take it. I'm going to take it. You know what? I rarely do this. I'm literally going to take it right now. And if, like, Suarez and Carroll or Marte or those guys get pulled from the game or something when the lineups come out, then I'll probably cash it out and not take the play. But if their lineups are playing, like, I don't know what we're doing here. Marte's been horrible since the break, it seems. Yeah, I mean, he's been all right, but I like his matchup today, 7.08. He sat out a few games, too. He hasn't really played that much. Game 3, Phillies-Yankees. 50-50 in this one. I mean, really, the value would be on the underdog here, which is the Phillies. Plus 136 for the Phillies. Taijuan Walker versus Will Warren. I mean, Walker's trash, but this looks like a slugfest. What's the total in this game? 10.25 is where I have it at. The total in this game is 10.5. So, home run odds are once again cooked here. They're cooked. I mean, Judge is at plus 118 on FanDuel. Plus 118. What? You're better off. You get more value in taking the Phillies to win this game than you do in Aaron Judge for a home run. Trey Turner looks pretty good for like general props. Kyle Schwarber, home run wise, he is the number 1 probability on the Phillies, but he's at plus 190. Like, what are we doing? Plus 190 is not a great line. It goes back to my 1 to 1,000 slip that I was showing you guys with this. Everyone saying, why don't you take the heavy hitters? Aaron Judge, negative expected values, plus 116. Kyle Schwarber's plus 170. Like, these guys are not worth that at all. Eugenio Suarez, plus 280, not worth it. Shohei Ohtani's probably not going to be worth it. Kurtz will be worth it. Buxton probably not worth it. So, negative expected value on the big names today for sure. But he is the number 1 option here. Bryce Harper is sitting at plus 235. Like, that's terrible. Castellanos, nothing crazy there for him. Should be a lot of runs, though. So, general props here. If you're not going to take home runs in this game, you can get away with hits, runs, and RBIs across the board. On the other side, Trent Grisham, 26% is not bad. He's sitting at 285, though. That's fair value. Cody Bellinger, he's sitting at plus 340. That's negative expected value. Judge, negative. Stanton, negative, plus 235. Jazz Chisholm, he's good value at plus 280. I mean, fair value, 280. So really the only guys here who are fair value would be Jazz and Trent. But a lot of good probabilities, 26, 33, 17, 26, 19. Like, there will be home runs on this side of the ball, but I'd rather just take hits, runs, and RBIs, which are probably also juiced. So very difficult. I mean, if you guys are fine getting just absolutely screwed on the odds, then yeah, I mean, take some of these guys for home runs. But if you're like me and you care about the price, you really care about the price, yeah, I just don't know how you take any of these guys, except for maybe Trent and Jazz. Game 4, Rockies, Orioles. Orioles minus 189 is what we have. Lines minus 198. No value on either side of the money line here. No value. Failed both plays in the challenge. Oh no, you took the 6-leg. No. That was more of making a mockery of people who say. I was just trying to show people how stupid it is to take that. I mean, I feel like if you see it, you kind of gotta take it in case it hits. But yeah, that was mainly just to show people like, look at how dumb. Like you guys are always asking for Schwarber and Judge on this challenge. Like this is the only way you make it work. 6 legs. Anyways, Freeland going up against Dean Kremer. No value on the money line. Moniak looks great today. I really like Moniak for a home run. I really do like Moniak for a home run. I really like Moniak today. He's sitting at plus 340, so you're getting 350 actually. Yeah, so you get some value on Moniak. He's the only guy I would take for a home run. Hunter Goodman, Tyler Freeman, maybe if you want to do hits, runs, and RBIs. But on the other side, Jackson Holiday. I mean, no real guys that look good for a home run against Freeland today, honestly. Ramon Laureano is the best at 12%, but I don't think he's really worth it. Plus 480. I mean, not great. Yeah, I mean, O'Hearn's not great either. The 216 versus lefties, 218 for Gunner. Westberg probably gets a hit. Maybe Westberg. If you're going to do hits, runs, and RBIs, I'd be Westberg or Laureano, but don't really love anyone for home run there. The really play I like in this game is Moniak for a homer. Kikuchi pull the Glasnow? Yeah? Game 5, Blue Jays, Tigers. We got the Blue Jays winning this one minus 115. They're sitting at minus 110. I mean, they're fair value. They're like a little bit of positive expected value, but nothing crazy. I don't know if it's worth taking. Barrios going up against Keter Montero. Yeah, if you want to, I guess you could go Blue Jays. Only a 54% chance to win this one. So it should be a pretty tight game. Could go either way. Value slightly on the Jays, but not much. Home run wise, I do like Barger today. I do like Barger today. Plus 450. George Springer's okay. Plus 420. I mean, not great. Vladdy for hits, runs, and RBIs, not great either, actually. Interesting. Yeah, I think the real best play on the Jays would be Barger and Springer for hits, runs, and RBIs. On the other side, I do like Riley Green for a home run. He's on the 1 to 1,000. His value is decent. For a guy that has that many home runs, he's sitting at 430. That's pretty crazy. Plus 430 for a guy with like 25 homers or whatever is pretty good value. Torres, I mean, he's all right. Nothing crazy. Colt Keith, nothing crazy for hits, runs, and RBIs. It's really just Riley Green's the only one that looks good, honestly, on this team. Crazy how many homers were we yesterday? I know, right? I don't know if y'all saw the end of the video. Actually, let me play that real quick for y'all. This is pretty funny. I just want to play it because I think it's funny. I just want to really quickly play this clip. Listen to this. All the home run plays are in these last 2 games, which means, you know what that means? That means that the Tigers and the Jays and the Padres and the Cardinals, there's going to be like 50 home runs in those games. That just means that everyone's going yard in these 2 because it doesn't look like anybody's going to go yards. So that's usually when all of a sudden everybody decides to hit home runs. So just watch. Just watch. I got them both for no home runs today, and you're going to see like 3 or 4 homers in these games. It's just how it goes sometimes. I mean, come on now. Called that to a T. I mean, it always happens. Whenever it looks like there's going to be nothing, that's when everything happens. It's so weird. It's so weird. But whatever, man. Whatever. Yeah, Riley Green's really the only one here. Really the only one here. All right. Game 6, Rays Reds. Rays Reds. 60% for the Rays. Yeah, Rays value is pretty good at -108. Rays money line looks solid. They've been struggling. Littell sucks. Martinez is okay. I mean, he's bad, but he had one good start, I guess. He almost had the perfect game or no hitter or whatever. Yeah, it was crazy with Quan 2 homers. I mean, exactly. That's how you know it was going to be a weird day. When you saw Steven Kwan hit his first ever multi-home run game, that's when you knew stuff was going to get weird. I like the Rays today. Caminero's the best for a home run, but his odds aren't great. That's kind of the story of the day is most guys have terrible odds. But Caminero's sitting at plus 255. Like, all right. Aranda is good for hits, runs, and RBIs. I do like Aranda and Diaz if you're going for general props. On the other side, Ellie De La Cruz is the best for a home run here. Austin Hayes actually is the best for a home run here. Austin Hayes plus 350. That's a good leg. Ellie plus 330. That's not a bad leg. It's not a bad leg. So Ellie or Austin Hayes for a homer. Noel V. Marte could be a good option too as a long shot, plus 450. He's just a really small sample size and a really bad pitch mix. So Noel V. Marte, probably a fade, but Austin Hayes would be the best option in my opinion for homer here. But I do like Rays on the money line too. So a couple options in this one. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Ellie with the 300 versus righties. I do like him for hits, runs, and RBIs today, but his pitch mix is pretty bad against Littell. Brandon Lowe doesn't look like he's playing. He's hurt. Yeah, Brandon Lowe's out. He's hurt. Game 7, Dodgers, Red Sox. -118 in favor of the Red Sox. So Red Sox as a dog isn't a bad play today. Yeah, he's only played like one game since the All-Star break, and then he went right back out. Guy is not healthy. Sheehan going up against Bello. I mean, yeah, Red Sox as a dog here's not bad. Shohei for a home run is the best play. Plus 210 negative expected value by far. Wouldn't really take anybody else on the Dodgers. On the other side, Bregman looks all right. I mean, for hits, runs, and RBIs, I think Bregman's a good general props play. I probably wouldn't take anybody on the Red Sox for a home run today. But for general props, they look pretty good. Any of these top three look really good for hits, runs, and RBIs, but I really like Bregman today with that pitch mix. So, Bregman for 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs, or 2+ total bases. You could take Bregman maybe for total bases. That could be a good play, too. Game 8, Padres, Cardinals. Padres-Cardinals. We got the Padres here at -161. There's some value on taking the Padres at -132. Pivetta going up against Michaelis. Yeah, Padres -130 I like. Well, let me change the song. Oh my God. All right. Yeah, I like Padres on the money line today. Fernando Tatis looks good for hits, runs, and RBIs. So does Jackson Merrill. So does Manny Machado. Any of these guys for general props. Tatis for a home run, I don't think his odds are going to be that good, but let's see. Plus 350, yeah, it's going to be negative expected value, but he's the best option here. Gavin Sheets at plus 560 is not bad. That's fair value. That is fair value. But I do like all these guys for hits, runs, and RBIs at the top of the order. Pivetta for 7 strikeouts. On the other side, these guys do not match up well against Pivetta at all. I would fade the Cardinals, and I would take Padres on the money line today. There's just not too much to look at for the Cardinals offense. I know they had a big game yesterday, but they just don't match up well against Pivetta. They really don't. They really don't. Game 9, Cubs, White Sox. Imanaga going up against Adrian Hauser. Honestly, there's some... Wait. White Sox on the money line at plus 150 is where the value is. That's where the value would be. 43% chance to win. Plus 150 would be good value for that. Against Adrian Hauser, I mean, like I said, he's been really good this year. I don't know who you want. You don't take the Cubs today. You just don't. Maybe Seiya or Pete for hits, runs, and RBIs, but make Michael Busch for hits, runs, and RBIs could be all right too. But I just don't really see the path with how good he's been. On the other side against Imanaga, this is kind of funny. These guys don't look good either. A lot of zeros. But there's a guy I like, Mike Tauchman. Mike Tauchman has a long shot for a home run based on a really small sample size. 3 homers and 30 at-bats versus lefties. 10%. Hitting 300. 60% of his homers. 2.22 total bases per hit versus lefties. I like Tauchman today as a long shot. I really do. That's why he's on the 1-to-1,000. I think he gives you some good value, some good pop for long shot odds. So, but other than that, I mean, yeah, White Sox look pretty rough. Probably a low-scoring game. What's the total here? 8.5. Yeah, I would go under 8.5 in this game. That's actually a pretty good line too. You could go White Sox money line. You could go under 8.5 runs. Tauchman for a homer. Maybe a couple of these guys for hits, runs, and RBIs, but I wouldn't really focus on them for homers today. Yeah. Game 10, Braves Rangers. I got a heavy favorite to the Rangers here. Joey Wentz versus Eovaldi. Yeah, I got the Rangers heavily favored here. So at minus 150 for the Rangers, I think it's a pretty good line. Pretty good value there. Acuna does have a good batting average here, but Eovaldi's been pretty good this year, man. He's a good pitcher. So they don't match up that well. Jurickson Profar's okay, but his batting average is so bad that it's not worth taking. Austin Riley, I mean, yeah, look at these pitch mixes. They're just terrible. So I really just don't know who you take on the Braves. I think they get kind of dominated today. On the other side, I like Corey Seager for a home run. I really do. Kind of about it. Yeah, I really just like Corey Seager here. That's about it. You could take him for anything, not just a home run. You could take him for hits, runs, and RBIs or total bases. Corey Seager total bases is probably a good play. But yeah, Rangers money line, not bad, not bad. Game 11, A's Astros. I like. There's no value on either side here. Nothing on the money line here. Case for Eovaldi. I have him at about 6-ish. If his line's 5.5, yeah, but anything over 5.5, I wouldn't take him. Anything over 5.5, I wouldn't. Springs versus Gusto. Love Kurtz today. I really like Kurtz. He's fair value on the home run side. Total bases for him could be a really good play too. If you don't want to do home run, it's been basically free for like a month. So Kurtz for total bases or for a home run today or for hits, runs, and RBIs. And then I like Jacob Wilson or Lawrence Butler for hits, runs, and RBIs as well. But the only home run play I would take here would be Kurtz. Rooker doesn't look that great today. Pretty low on the pitch mix. He should get a hit though. Rooker should get a hit today though. Cam Smith on the other side looks pretty solid here. I mean, the Astros do well against lefties, man. Astros have some good pop versus lefties. Cam Smith could be a good long shot at plus 500. Altuve could be a decent long shot at plus 470. Yainer Diaz, I like him on the 1-to-1,000. Victor Caratini, if he does play, could be a good option at plus 450. You got options today. You do have options today. So a lot of options on the Astros for home runs. If you don't want to take him for home runs, total bases or hits, runs, and RBIs are always a good option. So Gusto for strikeouts could be solid too. Yeah, Gusto over 4.5 could be a good like plus money longer shot play if you want to take it. We'll look at the strikeout dashboard at the end. Game 12, Nats Twins. No value in this one. Oh, sorry. There's value on the Nats as an underdog. What am I talking about? Yeah, Nats at plus 136. I really like that play as an underdog. Mackenzie Gore going up against Zebby Matthews. Yeah. As long as Gore doesn't get traded mid-game. 7 strikeouts for Gore. We like Abrams, Wood, Garcia for hits, runs, and RBIs. Low is too low. Not a huge fan of home runs for these guys today, but hits, runs, and RBIs or total bases, these two look really good. On the other side, Buxton does look good for a home run today, 26% chance. I do like him to hit one. Or for total bases or hits, runs, and RBIs. Buxton should be relatively free today. Probably a good line, too, going up against Gore. Game 13, Guardians Royals. No value on the money line here, really. Yeah, no value on the money line here. Buxton a one-man team. He really is. He really is. J-Ram, nothing here. There's not really much on the Guardians today. Pretty bad pitch mixes across the board. Not really anybody projected to do well for hits, runs, and RBIs. Maybe Quan, but not really that impressed here. And then same thing on the other side. Outside of Bobby Witt, I do like Bobby Witt today. Outside of Bobby Witt, though, I mean, not really impressed with the Royals here today either. It's also in Kansas City, which is never a good ballpark for home runs or, honestly, a lot of scoring. The hardest ballpark to really get runs across. So, Nerfy, minus 159. Yeah, this game's just not impressive. This is a fade game. 14 Mariners, Angels. Mariners at minus 126. I like the play. Brian Wu going up against Soriano. Should be a low-scoring game. Probably not a lot of home runs here. Neither of these guys give up homers. So, I mean, Cal Raleigh only 14%. The play here is Mariners on the money line. Just straight up. The play in this game is Mariners on the money line. Possibly Wu for strikeouts, too. His line is 6.5. Oof, that's a little high. It's a little high. The Mariners' money line looks really good. These guys, their pitch mixes are terrible against Brian Wu. Trout's like okay for a home run, I guess, based on probability, but his odds nowhere near fair value. Yeah. The real play in this game, Mariners on the money line. Yesterday, I told you guys I liked Julio Rodriguez for a home run at plus 475, and he ended up hitting one, and I didn't take it. So, shame on me. Shame on me. You don't like the pitching board? Yeah, a lot of bad lines, honestly. It's not just pitching. It's kind of everywhere. The lines today are crazy. Yeah, Mariners money line's really the play in this game. That's about it. And then Mets Giants. Mets money line has some value at plus 116. Not much. It's pretty much fair value, but that's not it. My first at bat yesterday, I know, right? Mets money line's okay. Nobody looks good for a home run here. Clay Holmes against Webb. Negative 27% weather factor. Yeah. Nothing. I just don't see it in this one. I just don't see it in this one either. Too low of pitch mixes. No home run probabilities. Mets money line's like barely fair value, like just a little bit of positive expected value. But this game also stinks, man. This game stinks. I doubt it. I doubt Naylor will play. Maybe, but I doubt it. Probably not till tomorrow. All right, let's look at everything from a top-down perspective. Look at these strikeouts. Yeah, I mean, nobody really over 7 today. Wu looks pretty solid. His line's 6.5, though. That's just so high. The guys at the top of the projections all have really bad matchups. Yeah, doesn't look that great for strikeouts either. Unless you can find some guys for like 4.5 lines in this area. If any of these guys are over 4.5, then go that route. Eovaldi, if he's 5.5, go that route. But outside of that, maybe some unders. The lines are all ass. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it. Pitch mix wise, we do have a 10 out of 10, but these guys are both really small sample size. Can't really take much into account here. Stanton's a 9.68, though. Stanton's got a good one. Stanton, I like that. Judge, 9. Profar, his batting average is trash. Churio, we love Churio today. Moniak, love Moniak today. Got some good matchups here. Home run probability wise, all these negative expected value guys here. Ohtani, Judge, like none of these guys get even close. If you go back to this page, the projection leaderboard shows you the fair odds for the top guys. Judge at plus 115, remember that. I have him at plus 203. So, or you could just click on their name, see the fair value down here. But a lot of negative expected value across the board today. Holy cow. Pretty ugly. But these are the top guys. I mean, we'll see how it plays out. We will see how it plays out. But yeah, pretty rough. All right. I think we got some good value, though, for money lines today. I do have some money line plays that I really do like. We got some home run guys that look pretty solid. We got some hits, runs, and RBIs. We got some total bases I really like today. I think we can craft out a pretty solid day today. So I'm going to get in the lab. I'll start crafting some stuff. Go join rudebets.com. Get access to the Discord and this website right here. I'll catch y'all later tomorrow. Peace out. Have a good day.